of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
He can pin him right here, JR.
He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR. Here's the pin. Could this be it?
He's been chomping at the bit, and now he's getting his chance to get into the match.
He's going for the cover, JR. These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you? What a reversal.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anyway. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell! You can't let somebody get away with that.
Here comes another one. How's this going to affect the match?
You're not going to get him with that one. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1. Dusty Rhodes is a man of the people. He came from nothing and achieved legendary status in this business.
And if that's not the American dream, I don't know what is. Oh my gosh, another one? Is it time already?
There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
He reversed it. Oh man, that's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on. A reversal. This could be a pinfall.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors...
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's it. Plain and simple. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching.
Another superstar joining in. The more the merrier, I say. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Ah!
He went straight for the pin. No eyes on him. A count of 2, and the referee's hand was coming down for the 3.
Career Shelton Benjamin's already had? I can't think of many other superstars who have become bigger successes in such a short time.
And there's the cover.
There's the reversal. This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely...
He may get the 3 count here. And it's been reversed.
I don't think think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, and now a pin! This could be it!
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear. We could have a pinfall here, JR. It's like he read his opponent.
Is that? No, only two.
Every superstar in the locker room is watching this, JR, because Dusty Rhodes has forgotten more about this business than most superstars will ever know.
You're absolute.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. He almost had the 3 count right there, JR. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is...
Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament? It's not often you get to see a competitor with the speed and agility and raw athletic skill of Kid Cash.
Kid Cash can have all the speed and agility he wants, JR. Give me strength and size any day.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Well, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who can hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I love to have on.
Come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it. I don't want to be any part of what that's going to get.
Oh my, he's going for the pin! Was that 3? No? Come on! He countered that one. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly. When I look at what Shelton Benjamin has become, it turns my Sooner stomach like burnt orange. I can't believe a bright young kid with his potential has let his success go straight to his head like this.
I think you're just jealous, JR. Why can't you give Shelton the credit he deserves?
I give him all the credit in the world, King. He's helped the tag team title. He's practically spent more time with the Intercontinental title than he has without it. But it seems like the more successful he gets, the more of an ass he becomes.
Well, I think that if Shelton had to choose between all of his success and making you happy, I'm pretty sure I know which way he'd go.
A lot of people spend their entire lives chasing the American dream. But this man,
I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a... You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
no, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either. Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Red. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one.
And here's the pin.
underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective.
All's fair in love and war, JR, and I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man.
It looks like someone's heading for the high rent district. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
JR, I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. Kid Cash won SmackDown's Cruiserweight Championship at the very beginning of his WWE career. He's not a superstar you can take lightly.
I think it's funny that he calls himself Kid Cash, JR, because I don't think he's worth a dime.
Well, that's your view, King. But Kid Cash is money in the bank from where I sit.
It's funny, JR. To look at Dusty Rhodes, you'd never guess that he'd go on to be one of the greatest legends our business has ever seen.
No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision.
I'm a Raw man through and through, but after seeing a superstar like Kid Cash in action, I must admit that I'm envious of SmackDown's Cruiserweight division. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR. I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much. I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious.
Here's the cover, JR.
Here comes the head of the table, the tribal chief.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Bloodline from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion,
reversed it. I think it's funny that he calls himself Kid Cash, JR, because I don't think he's worth it.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
What a count! He's going up! But what's he going to do when he gets there? I gotta say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
I can't believe he counted that one.
And there's the cover.
Why is he delaying the count like that? Did you see that? That's going to leave a mark.
I think that's the whole idea, King.
Oh, come on, JR. John Cena's a...
My God! These superstars will do whatever it takes to win this match.
Maybe so, JR, but I've never seen the appeal of this kind of garbage wrestling. Hey, easy, Jake. Uh-oh. This is not the kind of position you want to find yourself in.
And that doesn't make it any better. A vicious, grinding forearm right across the face. The pain must be excruciating.
I'd be surprised if this didn't end soon, JR. I don't think there's enough left in the tank. He countered that one perfect.
Here it comes, King. The most electrifying move in sports entertainment.
Here it is, the people's elbow. I've got to admit it, I'm electrified, JR. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for a SmackDown colleague, but no, I can't. I truly believe Raw's the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
You hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely. Here it comes. Here he goes.
Stone Cold.
And that is not the position you want to be in when you're facing the doctor of thugonomics.
It sure isn't, JR. The STFU is locked in. And you don't see many superstars get out of this one. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will...
I think someone's looking for a weapon under the ring. This could get ugly. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. It looks like they've slowed the match.
He may get the 3 count here.
He almost had the 3 count right there, JR. Watch out! He reversed it.
And how about going 14-0 at WrestleMania, King? How about being a 4-time WWE champion? Does that impress you?
Well, come on, JR. I'm not saying that the dead man doesn't have 1 or 2 impressive achievements to his name. I just think he's taken too seriously for a grown man who dresses like it's Halloween every day.
1 or 2? Come on! Somebody's got to take that away from him.
Hey, if the referee doesn't stop it, it's all legal. He can't do that, JR. That's his opponent's finishing move. Look at this. He's going for it.
Stone Cold Stunner! Stone Cold Stunner!
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them? Good grief.
I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a what a shot.
Whoops. There goes the referee.
Oh, man. And now there's no one to keep order in this matchup. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. He could pin him right here, JR.
He countered that and made it look easy.
a way to say it using only one-syllable words, I'd do it, JR.
No matter how many times I see him, I never get over the size of the big show. 7 feet tall, 500 pounds. That's a whole lot of superstar right there. Oh, man, that'll leave you hurting for certain. You're not. He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU. I hate to break it to you, JR, but anyone I didn't think it was possible to count that slowly. He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
Quite simply, the greatest of all time, John Cena. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
He anticipated that move perfectly. Great reversal.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredible. Look at him go! Wow! What an RKO! A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Trevor Murdoch is a nasty, brutal competitor, and I think these fans would like to see him get his comeuppance here tonight.
Oh, yeah? I'll tell you what, I think the WWE superstars would like to see and hear you stop saying words like comeuppance. What the hell is that? These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you could...
He wasted no time going for that pin.
Man, this match is so good. It's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my number one choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. It could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these...
What a reversal! Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is a...
He's looking for his finisher.
And there it is, Cole. The RKO. Man, that'll take your head right off. This could be 3 right here. Oh, man, I can't believe that wasn't 3. Randy Orton's a mouthy little punk, Cole. And that's exactly the kind of guy that superstars will line up around the block to get a shot at.
Orton's never backed down from the fight, Taz. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he never seems unprepared for it. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done. I'll tell you, they broke the mold when they made a superstar like Trevor Murdoch. And what an ugly mold it must have been.
And thank goodness for that. One Trevor Murdoch is quite enough, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Paul? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them.
And he's going for it. And he's going for it.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your Social Security number was wrong. He's a slippery devil.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a protected superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I'm like I see it, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. One's going to turn out, JR.
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself. If it's all the same to you, King, he countered that and made it look easy. A textbook reversal there.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
Is a true ECW legend, and you can never pick someone with his experience and toughness lightly.
Well, you know, JR, half of winning a match is being able to outsmart your opponent, and I think that puts Taz behind the 8 ball from the get-go.
Boy, I'd like to hear you say that a little louder so that Taz could hear it, King. I don't think he'd take that very kindly. And
faith, JR.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad that WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was one. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What do you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
One thing's for sure, JR. No one will ever be able to accuse Shane O'Mac of doing anything halfway.
Shane McMahon is a cocky, rich boy. But I have to admit, he's never been afraid to put his money where his mouth is. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
That went nowhere.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
He can pin him right here, JR.
And now pin. This could be it.
Was that 3? No? Come on.
You're not going to get him with that one.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long. That would be...
Here's the cover, JR.
He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count. He countered that and made it look easy. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who can hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I would love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it. I don't want to be any part of what that's going to get.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament? Is that only two.
He reversed it. Well, I'd be more than happy to settle things with Taz in the ring, but it'll have to be a WWE ring, not some rundown bingo hall. I know that Taz is supposed to be an ECW legend. I won't dispute that. But do you really want to go around calling yourself a garbage wrestling legend?
I think the human suplex machine is extremely proud of his accomplishments, King, as well he should be. And I'm sure you take exception to you referring to ECW as garbage wrestling.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports today.
Well, there's no doubt about that, JR. Here's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far.
One of the most prolific.
There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it.
There comes LA Knight. Bring the excitement level to the max. The following is scheduled for one.
Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission. That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar.
I've seen guys do some crazy things to get a little booty, but this guy takes the cake. So let me get this straight. This guy, Paul Burchill, is supposed to be a pirate. Is that right?
That's his story, and he's sticking to it. He claims to be a descendant of Buccaneers. Not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but the legendary Blackbeard himself.
Chaos here! Our next team! Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that can go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You look pretty good, boy, I must say.
Look who's here! Champion!
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they got a right to say whatever they want.
You saw that one coming.
And it's been reversed. I tell you, King, I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent condition. Oh, no! Everybody in this arena knows what's coming next.
Hey, if Matt Hardy put his muscles where his mouth was, he'd have my respect. Where he's all talk. And if I had to put money on this match, JR, I'd say that Matt Hardy, wow, would you look at this, JR? He's choking the heck out of his opponent with that ring rope.
Well, folks, I know this isn't ballet, but this just isn't right. This could result in a serious permanent injury. Oh, boy. Of all the things that can happen to you in a ring, that's got to be one of the most painful.
No kidding, JR. That's some very delicate equipment down there. Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out.
What a reversal.
I can't believe he countered that one. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE, but you've got to be kidding. But I'd rather keep it to myself.
Oh my God, he's been eliminated from the match.
He's not going to get caught with that one. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quick between them.
Yeah, that's where things get dangerous. You're too proud to admit that it's not your night. You might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their mind.
You sure can, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way.
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
The monster
You ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I haven't seen either.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having a crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping. You're right about that, King. Eddie Guerrero never had it easy. He had to fight tooth and nail everything he ever accomplished. And I think that's one of the many reasons why fans love him the way they do.
You've got to give Big Show some credit, JR. He might be slow and clumsy, but at least he's not very bright.
Oh, you're a scream king. I'd love to see you try to say that to the Big Show's face.
There he goes, JR. He's been busted open. Look at all of that blood.
Would you at least try and not sound so legal, King? This is Sam. He might be thinking of one of his favorite tunes.
No, sweet chin music. I don't believe it.
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, he's a slippery devil.
Looks like they've slowed the match down a little. I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anyway.
He countered that one perfectly.
You're not going to get him with that move.
You who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. And I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95.
That went nowhere.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a highly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to it.
No question about that. That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was wrong.
The Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle. See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number. Oh my! This is not what those ring ropes were meant to be used for.
Well,
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hold of him now. Well, come on. You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
You know, JR, he took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except we'll have to sit here and listen to you drool over the deep.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now. He covered that. And man, San Antonio Shadow weighing in. Jeez, JR, don't hold anything.
He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. I think this crowd has decided to exercise their right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. Lock the doors. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Fridge is in the house. I think it's pretty obvious which way this is going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective.
I don't think this superstar is going to be having any kids in the immediate future, JR.
I wouldn't think so, King. Not without a medical miracle.
Oh, boy. Someone's going to be singing soprano after this one.
I think the medical staff...
The ring general has arrived. The man who ruled NXT with an iron fist and now looks to dominate the main roster.
on fumes here. The RKO! The RKO! We all know what's coming next. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? wrestling in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. Excellent count. What ring presence.
Up and over and out. Eliminated. Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. What a counter.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their mind, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring.
So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that would happen if you got one right every now and then. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? Plain obvious to me. This is sport.